Well, howdy there, Internet people. It's Bo again. So today we are going to talk about the ongoing saga related to the former President of the United States, Donald J. Trump, and his adventures and misadventures with the Department of Justice. Recently, the Department of Justice searched his home. The speculation was that it was about an attempt to find some documents. His allies said that this was baseless. Okay? Reporting is now suggesting that among the documents recovered at his home during the search include documents that had the label TSSCI. We will get to what that means in a minute. Now, that is in addition to other classified documents, but we're just going to focus on that one when we talk about it. It is also being reported that the warrant indicates that one of the violations that the Department of Justice may be looking into is a violation of the Espionage Act. So, TSSCI. The media is going to be talking about classifications all day, I'm sure. This will be the one time the media understates something. They'll go through the various types. What you need to know is that TS, top secret. Okay, this is incredibly sensitive material to begin with. SCI is kind of a modifier. Sensitive, compartmented information. This is a batch of secrets that is so top secret, they can only be viewed in a room specifically designed to protect secrets. There are a lot of formers on social media, former military, former intelligence, and they're making these statements about, what would happen if I had done this? First, let's be real. You would never be able to do this. There are too many safeguards in place to stop you. This wouldn't happen. And if it did, it would be something that was very intentional and required a lot of work. But the statements to me, they're cute. They're funny. Because it's stuff like, if I did this, they would have already arrested me. No, if you did this, you'd be in the basement somewhere being interrogated until you talked. And they would not hold anything back. I'd be looking at 10 to 20. Now, if you took SCI documents and were given the opportunity to return them, elected not to, and went about your day possibly meeting with foreign nationals, no, you wouldn't be looking at 10 to 20. 10 to 20 would be what the groundskeeper tells your family when they go to visit you. Row 10, plot 20. There's no way that the media is going to frame this properly. These are big secrets. Now, the president, former president, is now saying that these documents were declassified. He declassified them before he left office. Okay, maybe, sure, that's possible. It's worth noting that process doesn't just happen because the president thinks it does. It's not just something that he can think, oh, well, these are no longer classified. It doesn't work like that. His allies, who called this baseless, who called the search baseless, and said it was a political job and all of this stuff and riled up people, they need to take a look at themselves right now. And you need to figure out where you want to be. Because this is serious. This isn't a joke. These are documents related to national security. This is stuff spy movies are based on. If you choose to stand beside this man politically after this, you never get to talk about supporting the troops again because you're putting them at risk. You never get to talk about wanting a strong country again because you're weakening it. You never get to talk about how diversity training is weakening the military because nothing weakens it more than not being able to protect its secrets. Trump's actions, regardless of how this shakes out as far as criminal liability for him, his actions undermined the entire classification system that the U.S. has and is going to require a massive reworking of how classified material is handled, simply because he apparently wanted to store some of them in a storage room next to the pool. Next to the pool. You know, chlorine, tablets, TSSCI documents right next to it. That's wild. That's wild. Some of the documents that were recovered from his residence were in a storage room by the pool. Call me crazy, but I don't think that's really a secure location. Even if he, blinked and nodded or whatever he thinks needs to be done to declassify something, even if he did that beforehand, that's probably not an appropriate place to store that stuff. This is going to be ongoing. This is really bad news for the former president. It is even worse news for his allies, because you're going to have to make a choice. I would stop with the rhetoric. It's already out of hand. There are already people doing things that they probably wouldn't be doing if people weren't riling them up with baseless claims. Anyway, it's just a thought. Y'all have a good day.